everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the second video of my Christmas series for this year, I'm showing you how I created this Avant Garde style two-toned look. I'm only using red and green for this look to keep it Christmassy, so let's get started. The first thing I'm doing is applying my Vampira character base from Ben Nye all over my face and neck, and then I'll be blending that into the skin on my chest. Once I have it applied, I am folding my makeup sponge in half, and then I'm picking up the excess product, and then I'll be setting all of that cream makeup with a translucent powder. Once that cream makeup has been set, I'm using my favorite rose salve on my lips to keep them moisturized while I finish up the rest of this makeup, so that when I apply product to my lips later on, they are smooth and not all cracked and dry. I'm then moving on to my eyes, and I'm taking my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I'm making sure to thoroughly cover my top and bottom lids because I am putting on quite a bit of color. And then I'm taking the lightest shade in my Morphe or Morphe 35OM palette to cover my whole top lids. I'm doing this so that the darker colors that I apply on top will blend out more smoothly. Taking Sugarpill's Love Plus Red eyeshadow, I'll be applying this to the outer corner of one of my eyes and just barely working that into my crease. I am packing this color on quite heavily because this is the only color I'm using on my eyes. I'm not using any other reds, so I am trying to get a gradient effect when I blend it out. I want it to be lightest in my inner corner and darkest on the outer corner. So after I've applied it, I'm blending it out, and then I'll be taking that same red shadow again and applying more on the outer corner to keep that the darkest. And once again, I'll be blending that out. And I'm just repeating the same process on my lower lash line. For my other eye, I'm using my second edition 120 eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, and it was a little bit harder to achieve a deep, rich color with the green that I used. I've found out that BH Cosmetics eyeshadows tend to be more on the sheer side, whereas Sugarpill is very, very pigmented, so I did have to go over this green several times to get a rich color. And then to blend all of these reds and greens in with the rest of the skin on my eyes, I'm taking this highlight shade from my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Duo, and I'm just applying this underneath my brows to blend that in better. I'm then going in with my 5th edition 120 eyeshadow palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm taking this lighter red color to create a cold look. And I'll be applying this all over the bottom and tip of my nose to make it look like I've been standing outside in the cold all day. I'm then going back in with that Love Plus eyeshadow to create a contour on the sides of my nose. And then I'm using that same green from the 2nd edition palette, and I'll be running that just under my nose to my Cupid's bow. And I'll be blending that out and then using my finger to further smudge that up into the red that's on my nose. Once again, I'm taking that green and I'm creating a contour on my cheeks. This is the only thing I'd change about the makeup if I were to redo this. I am still very happy with how it turned out, but I would not lay the red underneath that green unless it was a darker green because it kind of gives off that 3D effect in pictures, and I was not going for that. I was going for Christmas, and these two colors on top of each other made it look 3D. I'm then taking Love Plus again, and I am dabbing that on my forehead, and then I'll be blending that out to give some color to my forehead, so it's not just pale. I'm then going in with my Cold Chemistry palette from Sugarpill, and I'm taking Diamond Eyes to add some shimmer to my face. I'm applying this to the inner corners of my eyes, my nose and nose bridge, both of my cheeks, and my chin. And I'm taking that same blending brush that I used on my eyes to blend that out to add a little bit more color to the rest of my face. My dark eyebrows and eyelashes didn't quite work with this look that I was going for, so I'm taking white Mehron Paradise paint, and I'll be taking my regular eyebrow spoolie and just brushing through my brows, and then with a clean spoolie, I'll be loading that up with that white paint and brushing through my brows. And then I'll be curling my lashes and using the same technique with that clean spoolie to make them white. After I've applied that white paint to my top and bottom lashes, I'm going back in with my Love Plus eyeshadow to add color to one shoulder, and I'll be using the green on my other shoulder. And then I'm taking Love Plus once more, and I'm applying that to the outer tendons on my neck, and then I'm applying that green once again underneath both of my collarbones. This look didn't feel complete to me, so I'm then going back in with my Mehron Paradise paints, and I'm using the red and green that come in the, I think it's just the original palette, to add a splatter effect with a stipple brush around my eyes. Obviously the green is going with the green eye and the red is going with the red eye. And this is when I decided that I wanted this to be more on the Avant Garde style of things. I've never done an Avant Garde look before, so this was an experience. But then I took that spoolie that was loaded up with the white paint, re-wet it, and then splattered this all over my face, neck, and chest. This look still felt like it was missing something, so I decided to go in and add some drips with that same white paint. And I'm adding these to my neck, and then after I've popped in some white mesh lenses, I'm applying them to my under eyes. And if you notice that I have really bad bags under my eyes, it's because I had just gotten done working a 9-day work week when I filmed this, so I was exhausted. After I'm happy with how those drips are turning out, I am taking that Vampira character base once more to block out my lips, and then I'll be taking a red lipstick to add a little bit more color back into them. And I'll just be blotting that red lipstick on the center of my lips, adding more rose salve to blend that out, and then I'll be adding more of that red lipstick just to the center to make it look like I had been biting my lips or my lips were raw. That is it for this week's video. I'm sorry that it's a little bit behind. I have been very busy with work this week, but there will be another video up this weekend. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for a new video every week, usually every weekend. I'm in the middle of my Christmas series right now, and I have a lot of fun looks planned, so I hope you guys stick around to see those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see more of you here next week. Bye!